What up, y'all? This is Jamba back with another video. So I'll admit, I have seen this clip one time. I'm gonna react to it because I think it's pretty funny. And WorldStar posted it, so I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me look at this thing, right? Um, the title says she can't be serious. Big girl answers, "What's your biggest turnoff in guys?" And this was her response. So what we have here is a dude doing one of these street interviews. He's probably at the pier or something like that, you know. And then we have these two curvaceous young women. I'm not going to. You know what? I will say this, right? Because I've made fun of the weights of a couple of hating ass black comedians. I hesitate to joke and poke fun at women's weight. Call me a simp or call me a softy. Yeah, I don't know. I can do it for men, but I'm not really gonna do it for the woman. Now, obviously, these two ladies are, this they're pretty, sizable. Um, and I do remember what they said, but let's dig into this. I because I do have a few things to say about this, right?
What's tech? Works hard at hour one and twice as hard when you take it again the next day. So Betty can be the barcode beat. What's your biggest turnoff?
Okay, so he's asking, what is the biggest turnoff in guys, right? Okay, let's see what she says.
What's your biggest?
I mean, let me put this in full screen. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, biggest turnoff in guys. Let's go.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out, go to
Oh,
the
really?
gym and stuff. Yeah. White men.
So, what do you guys prefer in a?
When they don't work out. Look, I've said no. What's on my mustache? So I have noticed this in ladies. I would love to kind of see. I think I did a response, if I'm not mistaken, about a woman who, a, another big woman who basically said that she didn't want to date big dudes. So we got this lady, and I'm not going to just assume that she doesn't work out. Maybe there's a possibility that she does. I mean, hell, she probably got her first gym membership that day or whatever. I don't know, but she's more than likely hasn't doesn't work out, but yet the man who she says is a turn off are guys who don't work out. I find this to be ironic and funny. But here's the thing, though, to the fellas who are, probably poking fun at this woman. This is a woman who can definitely get herself a dude. I don't want to just dare say a black dude or a ninja, if you will. She can get herself a guy who does work out. Just be and I'm just telling fellas, just because a girl is big doesn't mean that she's dating dudes that are big. A lot of these girls who are, size, got some weight on them, they are dating and dealing with guys who, who are in pretty good shape. So we can say that she's this woman is delusional. We can call her a hypocrite and all these other names, but she's not super delusional because she has been able to attract, I'm going to just say it, she has been able to attract men who do work out, right? Probably the same with her friend right there, right? So that's you know what I mean? So people are saying, I'm pretty sure people in the comments are probably roasting this woman. I'm not. This isn't about roasting. This is more of like a bigger, broader kind of conversation about like what this means. Because obviously there was a time where I don't think this was the case. Like big people probably got with big people, and I just don't think that women really have to adhere to those rules now of just because I'm this, just because I'm this size doesn't mean I have to get with these sized. men or men, like I think that, this is a woman who feels that she is entitled to get herself a man who does work out. And I don't think that it is based in a I do think part of that is based in a reality.
A guy.
Really rich, really black, at least 6'5".
Okay, well, now we're getting 6'5". So now, okay, so let's rewind this, right? Let's rewind this. So far, and I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play the whole video. It's only a minute long. She wants a in shape, something that, let's be honest, she's clearly, I mean, she is a shape, but not in shape in the way she wants a guy who's in shape, a guy who is rich and 6'5". Rich, and I'm not even. I'm in decent shape. I'm tall, so I don't. So and I'm not saying that I'm shit. I'm not, but not even me, not even little old me, qualifies for, you know Bertha standards. There, I shouldn't have called her Bertha. Y'all get it. I don't even. I can't. And I know dudes. I know a dude who's pretty rich, and I don't think he's 6'5". Shit. Do I know a guy who, maybe a guy who plays in the G League, right? Let's rewind.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out, go to
Oh,
the
really?
gym and stuff. Yeah.
She is saying it with not even a hint of irony in her face, though. Like that's the thing that amuses me, was just that she said it with a straight face. You know what I mean?
White men.
So what do you guys?
The white men thing, I'm like, I mean, you white, but I don't know. I mean, obviously there are some. Am I just gonna be a dick here? There are a contingent of white women who say that they don't like white men, but it's funny how usually these white women tend to be on the bigger side or possibly on the older side. So it seems just like, when these white women are kind of not exactly the ideal white woman in the way that they appear, how their standards quickly shift from, I shouldn't say shift from, but it's like they, a lot of the times it's like this trope of like thicker white women with black men. And yeah, that we're kind of seeing that here a little bit.
Guys prefer in a guy?
Really rich, really black, at least 6'5".
6'5"?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's 6'5". He's got to be taller, you know.
Wow. So again, no irony, no awareness seemingly that these are pretty just look at her face.
6'5"?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
She's 6'5". He's got to be taller, you know. Yeah, just lots of money, really. Yeah.
Like a yacht?
It's lots of money. Ooh. Ooh. You gotta have money to get with this honey. Oh. All right, I promise never to sing ever again.
And stuff?
Yeah. That kind of thing. Can buy me fancy things, take me on trips, pay my rent.
Between men or women, who has a harder life?
Absolutely women.
Why?
We bleed for a week a month.
You didn't have to say all that. Sorry, I know periods are natural, but you didn't. You just go.
We're sexualized everywhere we go.
Yeah, like
Oh God, I can see why this video is going viral. It's almost as if these people like to use these videos and post these videos, and people like to say, "Oh, this video is fake. This video is staged." And I've covered a few videos where it's like it was in question whether or not the video was staged or not, and probably some of them probably were. This is a video that should be staged. Like this should be like this could kind of low key be like an SNL skit. Now they would never do something like this on SNL today, but like maybe back in like the 90s. Like I can, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I can totally see Chris Farley back in like 1993, whenever the fuck Chris Farley was on SNL. I could see Chris Farley doing an SNL bit where he's doing an interview and he's talking about his and he's in like a fucking wig and he's a woman, he's playing a woman, and a guy is asking him, her, the character, about her standards, and Chris Farley is saying all this shit. Like I can totally see it. Because these feel like written answers. This feels like this literally does feel like a sketch. Like this whole thing just feels like a parody, but it's not a parody. Like these are real people. Like these are real people with weird with real answers, and this is how they really think. And the crazy thing about it is that, and again, this is what I'm not doing here. I need you to kind of understand this, right? I'm not shaming these women for being fat or having standards necessarily, right? But more so kind of commentating on, yes, these are relatively not just like high standards, but just kind of like for real. I don't know. Like I guess maybe I am kind of shaming the standards. I mean, I think you should be allowed to have them. It's not the fact that this person has standards. It's just you know what it is? It's how casually she's saying the shit that she's saying. She's not saying like, yeah, I want to make sure that whoever man that I'm with, treats me well and has a good job, and like there's a difference between having a good job and rich, buys me trips, pays for fancy shit. You see how those two things are different? No, I don't think any man would ever like righteously shame a woman for expressing that she wants a man with a good job or even a decent paying job or even a high paying job. But when you're saying like rich, buy me things, fancy, there's nothing kind of, it's not like she's saying, well, I want a man who is able to provide because I want kids, and I want to make sure that I'm taken care of and he's able to take care of himself and be able to have a home. And mm-mm. And the 6'5" thing, I mean, well, besides that, I can kind of understand her because she's tall, I guess. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. But the even before that, with the whole working out thing, it's just the lack of, you know what it is. And I'm gonna keep playing the video. It's the lack of just the complete lack of like self awareness. It's like it just eludes her. Like it's just not even in the, that's mainly what it is, right? Again, ladies, if you're a woman and you're overweight, I'm not. If you want to date guys with six packs and you got that, you got a keg, but you only date dudes with six packs, and you're able to date these dudes with six packs, then fine. I know you guys are out there, and I'm the one who defends y'all because dudes would a lot of dudes will try to shame a big girl for like, you want a dude who's in shape and you ain't in shape and blah 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 blah. But she's able to still get dudes that are in fucking shape. What the fuck can we tell you, right? So you know what I mean. But let's now she's talking about being sexualized. I'm not gonna comment on that.
We're sexualized everywhere we go.
Get like catcalled.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The parking lot tenant tried to steal me before.
Not me.
Anyone tried to steal you today?
We can.
We can.
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Let's go.
I got like 20 girlfriends back at the crib.
Oh, shit.
What's
Yeah.
22 then?
I'm okay.
See what I mean? We have a harder life.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it right there. I don't want to, look. I'm not gonna add to the dog pile of criticism and insults, and because I'm not. I promise you, this is not about that. It's just more so about how certain people can just have this way about life and their perspective on what they feel like they're entitled to. And hey, if these people feel like they're entitled to, a rich 6'5" in shape dude and trips and like, hey, okay, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me wrap this up right here. This has been Jamba. I'm gonna do a few more of these videos and then I'm gonna get some lunch. And yeah.